If you're wanting to get really good at kicks, like not just executing single kicks, but actually putting somebody in like a tornado of kicks where they get caught and they're, oh shoot, you have to know how to do the drill I'm gonna show you today. It is essential. Footwork / balance / so many other things. This will change your kicking game. First off, everybody, if you missed my movement course where we were focusing on footwork, we were focusing on learning how to get perfect range, and we also worked on balance. If you happen to miss strike ready movement, now you can purchase it. We had 5 weeks of training, which you will have access to, plus the recorded 3 live calls where people asked questions and I was able to answer anything they did not understand from the course or something I did not touch on in the course. But we have so many videos. It was so well received and only $99 right now. So what I'm going to share with you today is something that we used to do a lot in pad work, but not correctly. What would happen very often is somebody would say, right knee, right round kick, or right round kick, right knee. So we would be standing there and we'd go boom, boom, or boom, boom. But what the pad holder would do, even myself back then, we put the pad here, 1, 2, or round kick knee. Now this is basically you assuming that the person that you just hit is going to be at the same distance for both these techniques. But they're not the same distance techniques. A round kick is way out there and a knee is way in here. Look at the difference, 1 and 2. So if I go to throw my knee and then I'm shuffling right to a round kick, it doesn't really make sense unless the guy got knocked backwards. If I knee him in the stomach and he gets shifted backwards, that's great. What happens if he gets hit and he folds over? There's no round kick there. So how do we go about chasing down somebody, making footwork adjustments if the person is backing up as we are throwing kicks, or if they crowd us? What happens if we go from a knee and we go to throw the round kick, but this guy's trying to jam us, and we already have in our mind, okay, we want to come from here to here. If this foot just stays in place, it's no good. It's not going to work. So here's the drill I want you to try. I want you to get good at. Once I show it to you, then I will elaborate why this is so effective. So off either leg, we're going to throw 3 techniques in a row. We're going to go front kick to knee to round kick. But we're going to make sure that this leg falls to the back on the second and third techniques, and we're progressing forward. So let's say they walk towards us. We use a teep. Boom, we stop them. They're out of range for my knee right now, but I skip. Then I throw my knee. Now we assume they get knocked backwards. I skip again, boom, and I throw my round kick. This is very similar to the skip you do off your lead leg round kick, your little switch kick. Same thing, but now I progress slightly forwards. That means my lead foot only needs to do a micro step back, and my back foot is going to move up pretty dramatically. This allows me to move forward. So we try to get this flow happening that looks something like this. Front kick, knee, round kick. Or off the back side, front kick, knee, round kick. And there should be no pause. We don't want a pause here or a pause here. We want to make this whole thing one motion. Now, the skip, very often people do it incorrect because they either slide their foot on the floor as they do it, which makes me stick, or they lift it too high. If I do my skip like this, I don't really understand the point of that. So try to keep it low, even if I skip off my first technique. 1, low, low. Getting that fluidity is key. As I force them back, I'm already hunting for the next one. Those fast little foot beats, you can kind of hear them. I'm going to stomp a little bit more to make it very prevalent. Hopefully the mic will pick it up. I'm coming. Little tap, 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 tap. And this, and having the ability to work off one leg repeatedly, not mixing in the hands, and relying on this motion for balance, and the ability within that motion to get that perfect range to understand where you need to be. This is the type of stuff that we covered in Strike Ready Movement. We're learning about how to catch that ideal range. If you're just kind of guessing, you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw my knee and he moved back an inch or two, but I don't really understand how far to move forward, so you just guess it. That's no good. You need to have training drills to teach you how to learn perfect range. But for now, we're just boom, boom. Now from here, we can go much more advanced, because what happens if we do not have space moving forwards? What happens if they don't back up? Very rare that somebody's just gonna stand here and do nothing so you can execute 3 kicks or 3 leg techniques. They're either gonna be moving backwards very slightly, or they're gonna start pressuring you. So let's assume they were pressuring me. I stop them, they take the shot, ooh, but they keep pressuring. So now I have to back up. Boom, and then again, I'm gonna back up. So I'm gonna have this little 1, 2, ooh, sorry, one more time there. I'm gonna have this little 1, 2, 3. It's very micro because once I'm here, we don't wanna end up too wide. So you're just doing this little subtle backward, backward, boom, boom, boom. It's much harder. And sometimes you might even have to make distance by taking a little bit of a jump back or completely switching your stance. 1, skip, back, 2, but that's not gonna be as fluid. And we're trying to get that fluid motion there. Fluid, whether it's forwards or I'm moving backwards. Ooh, one more time, boop, boop, boom. When you can do that, I can guarantee you that getting in there and doing something like a low kick to round kick to front kick is gonna seem so much easier. Or doing little things like, I jab, throw my kick and I fake, and then I come up. It's all gonna stem from this type of drilling. Or backwards, boom, boom, boom. Just keep in mind that moving forwards is gonna be much more distance covered than backwards, where I'm just basically just inching back, and I can always use my hands for safety. Boom, boom, to keep them at range so they cannot crowd the distance. Anyway, you can play with this. Can you do it on the bag? Absolutely. You could do this on the bag as well. It's not going to be quite as easy. Give you a little sneak peek here. Coming, boom, close the distance, boom, and then create distance because it's not moving. 1, close the distance, and then recreate the distance. That's what I mean before about if somebody stands stationary. Usually they won't, because you'll kind of hit them backwards and then you'll knee them and they'll fold. Yeah, it's very rare that they're just going to stand here, but you can do this on the bag if you want. Anyway, play with this, guys. You're going to notice the increase in your footwork. And again, it all comes from that offbeat skip, not this motion, but 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Just like that.